know more about space than life underwater. Oceans make up over 70% of the Earth's surface, but less than 10% has ever been explored by man. The main seas that cover the majority of our planet are the tropical Pacific, the colourful Southern, the wayward Atlantic, the freezing Arctic, and the exotic Indian Oceans. And it's deep beneath the surface of these that another exciting world emerges.
I've always been fascinated by life underwater, but I've never really had the chance to discover it properly until now. I'll be plunging into this fascinating and mysterious world as I learn how to become a deep-sea diver from scratch.
If everything goes to plan, I'll be travelling to the Maldives, a group of islands in the Indian Ocean.
My goal will be to dive a genuine wreck when the ocean becomes its most active, at night. I have a feeling I'm not going to be alone on this one.
My training was to start in a dive pool in London. My mentor is Sarah. She's an advanced scuba diving instructor. With over 1,000 dives under her belt, she's dived in seas all over the world. She'll be taking me through my pool and theory sessions over the next 3 days.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, it's me, Joel. Nice to meet you.
Indeed, you're my instructor.
I'm your instructor and your buddy on your challenge. Before you can do that, though, you need to get qualified.
Right.
So you're going to need your British Sub-Aqua Club Ocean Diver and Sports Diver qualifications.
This sounds good, so what do I do first?
You're going to need to go get your trunks on.
Lucky you, you're in for a treat. I'm ready.
You don't have to be a strong swimmer to dive, but I did have to prove to Sarah that I was comfortable in the water and could swim a required distance.
Seems to be a very strong swimmer.
That felt like 100 laps. How'd I do?
You did very well. You did your 200 metres.
Oh, next.
Now you can learn to snorkel.
Snorkeling was one step closer to wearing the full diving kit. I was given a mask to help me see underwater, a snorkel to help me breathe, and fins to help me kick.
Okay, Joel.
Next, Sarah dragged me to my first theory lesson.
Theory, it's just not me.
Diving is a serious
Air
business.
compressed. You need to check that.
I can't believe that piece of breathing equipment is the only thing that is keeping me alive underwater.
She's going to tell us
Sarah
how
took me
much
through the basics of
pressure
the kit.
you
She
have
also taught me essential underwater communication using hand
Okay.
signals.
Okay, I'm okay.
Now if I go...
So you look there. Do you know what that is? That's a shark.
Oh, that's shark.
Is it actually?
That's shark, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
natural.
That one?
Crab.
Yeah, crab or lobster.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
Yeah,
More.
you are. Great.
Can anybody dive?
Anybody who's fit and healthy can dive as long as they're over 12 years old, but any age people can snorkel.
All right, I'm glad I'm over 12 years old because I want to dive.
Sarah was not only my instructor, but my dive partner, my buddy. Diving alone is incredibly dangerous, so you and your buddy look out for each other at all times.
I think you are ready to take your first breath underwater.
It was amazing. It's like nothing I've ever done before. It's just such a surreal feeling. It's so quiet. When you look up, it's like another world.
I'm amazed by Sarah, my instructor. She's incredible. She's so patient. I don't know how she puts up with me, especially in the theory stuff. I imagine she just wants to kill me. Onwards and upwards, people. I think diving could be for Joel de Vries.
Or maybe not, because the morning of day 2 was like being back at school. I had a theory lesson and an exam tomorrow.
Right.
Body. What do you think air is made of?
I'm so bad at science.
The same number of molecules in it, but they're all closer together. You still need to make that up to 100.
Yeah. I'm so stupid when it comes to this type of stuff.
No, you just haven't had it explained to you properly yet.
If I failed the exam, it was back to square one.
What's happened to your ribcage?
I don't know! Stop this game! It's torture.
Sometimes when you're diving, things can go wrong, and this training is to prepare me for all eventualities. If you're deep beneath the sea and your mask gets full of water, you can't just surface. I had to learn how to remove it, put it back, and clear the water.
Clearing a mask can sometimes be worrying for some people. He didn't always manage to clear the mask completely, but by the end of the practicing, he did it perfectly.
For the next step, we needed help. Matt is an experienced diver, and he was to be my buddy as Sarah instructed us with some rescue skills. He gave me the signal that he'd run out of air and took my spare mouthpiece so he could use my air to breathe. Now we had to work together to get to the surface safely. But my biggest challenge was yet to come. My buddy was lying at the bottom of the pool not looking too healthy. It was my job to bring him to the surface, tow him to safety, and worst of all, give him the kiss of life.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I can't do that laughing.
So you need to be rolling him in close towards you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, right, so I'll start again. So I've got like that, and then go... That weird, actually.
Good. That's 5. That's great.
Clean him up. That is the first time in my life I've ever touched another man's nose.
Gradually, it dawned on me just how important a buddy can be.
To have my life in someone's hands is quite a strange feeling, but I'm going to take it very seriously. I won't let either of you down if it ever came to that point.
In diving, a buddy is really important. It's your lifeline if your kit has a problem. And I think by practicing the rescue skills today, Joel really began to understand how very important his buddy was to him.
Initially he seemed a bit scared by it, but he soon got to grips with it. He gave me a good sort of confident, firm grip, and I felt quite reassured by him. So no, it was good to have him there underwater with me.
I'm desperate to get out of the pool, get that theory out of the way, and get diving properly, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? One step closer to the Maldives.
I think as long as Joel listens to the advice and does do his revision, I think he stands a good chance of passing.
Reading my book now for the exam tomorrow. It's really boring if I'm honest. I'm really tired. I just want to go to bed. But I'm going to try and give it, 5 more minutes. But I'll tell you what, it's really put me to sleep.
The day of my theory test.
Either buoyancy, air, and
I was dreading it.
So fingers crossed, I pass.
This is such a stupid question.
Right, I think I've finished. We'll see how I did. I reckon I failed that. I really do. It's so annoying. Because I knew this stuff as well.
Okay, Joel, are you ready for your results?
Right, okay, hit me.
You didn't get 100%, but you did pass your theory test.
Yes! I passed! I want to do something crazy like throw my questions, but I won't because that's irresponsible. But thank you so much. High five, buddy.
Well done.
Yeah!
Just to make sure I was ready for stage 2, we went over everything I'd learned and more, until I felt at one with the water.
You've now finished all your pool work. For you to become a certified diver, a BSAC ocean diver, you're going to do everything that you did in the pool, but in the open water.
So where do we go for that? Somewhere like really sunny, like kind of Jamaica, maybe St Lucia, Bahamas?
Actually, we're going to be staying in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fantastic. You will enjoy it. I'm really, really pleased with the progress you've made so far. You've come an awfully long way and done very well.